Hey, what's up nerds, and welcome to MJ Comics TV, where we talk about anything comic. Last episode, I forgot to tell you guys about what specific issue that was. And it was actually issue number 55 of the Iron Man run from 1968 to 1996. Also, you might be wondering why the video was so short. It's because I did skip some details, maybe to avoid a copyright strike from Marvel. But in this episode, we are going to talk about issue number 25 from Captain Marvel. So we start the comic with Captain Marvel fighting with some aliens, and it was finished quickly. Captain Marvel said that was short work but totally unexplained. They appear alien in origin. Perhaps there is some connection with my own Starline travels. Then he suddenly saw a robot in which the robot said X7 to Master Lord reporting. Exploratory exercise completed. Results satisfactory. Prepared to transmit. And then the robot suddenly teleported away. Meanwhile, Rick Jones and Captain Marvel have a bit of a conversation. And then Captain Marvel finally said, "This battle confirmed what I suspected. I've lost half my powers." And then in this panel, a mysterious figure said, "Master Lord to Squadron S commanding. Begin Operation Kree Crusher." Then we go to Earth where someone knocks on the door and a certain professor showed up, and then he got shot by a policeman, which said to the radio, "S1 to Master Lord reporting. Phase 1 completed." As Captain Marvel is flying to a man named Professor Savannah, Rick Jones told Captain Marvel about their 3-hour time limit for their switch. Then Rick Jones asked Captain Marvel, "Why him, Marvel?" And then Captain Marvel said, "I believe his photon ray treatments may have caused my power loss." Then Rick Jones replied, "But the treatment saved my life." Then Captain Marvel replied, "Again, I know, but perhaps how my power can be returned without harm." If you don't know what they are talking about, please check out issue number 22. Then going back, Captain Marvel added, since the professor doesn't know Captain Marvel, then he slapped the Negabands together and transformed to Rick Jones. For those new Marvel fans, this is the classic Captain Marvel, where the human Rick Jones and the Kree Marvel changing and swapping by slapping together the bracelets called Negabands, where the other one will be transferred to the negative zone. After that, Rick Jones realized that the door was open, and when he entered, he saw Professor Savannah that has been shot dead. Then the police officer pointed a gun at Rick Jones, in which he's been set up for murder of Professor Savannah. Then the police officer said that there's a witness, and the witness is Luan, which is Rick Jones' lover. The officer asked Luan, "Miss, is this the one that shot your uncle?" She lowers her eyes for a moment, then calmly raises and then said yes. The confused Rick Jones said, "I'm being framed here." And then right before he can transform into Captain Marvel, he got knocked out by the officer's gun and arrested him. And then we go back to the mysterious figure, the Master Lord, saying, "Excellent S1, you play your policeman's role well. Phase 2 is successful. Now, Master Lord to S2 commanding. Prepare for Phase 3, the Kree Crusher." As Rick Jones left handcuffed in the police office, he was able to transform to Captain Marvel and then got shot by a laser blast from Ronan the Accuser. Captain Marvel, who is currently shocked, said, "But you're frozen in the midst of space." And then Ronan replied, "And I return, Captain Marvel, to sentence you to excruciating death." Then as Captain Marvel tries to charge Ronan, Ronan simply teleported away instantly. He realized that the teleportation was just like the robot he saw earlier. And as he attempts to pass the door, Megatron appeared and punched Captain Marvel away. Captain Marvel said, "But you're dead." Then Megatron also disappeared. The confused Captain Marvel attempts to go outside the door again, and then a steel door slams in front of him to contain him inside the room. Then suddenly old foes of Captain Marvel appeared one at a time, such as Sion Rogue, the Incredible Hulk, Zarik the Supreme Kree, Metazoid, Akon, and Namor. With Captain Marvel completely broken, he subconsciously changed back to Rick Jones and then fell unconscious. Then the enemy said, Captain Marvel disappears and Rick Jones returns. It is as we wished. He is completely broken. Place him on the Psychoprobe. Captain Marvel is defeated. We then find out that the enemies are Scrag and Super Skrull, in which Scrag is the brains of the two and Super Skrull is the brawn. Their plan to transform into different enemies of Captain Marvel to take him down was a success. Then Scrag reported to the Master Lord that the Operation Kree Crusher was a total success. Then we have this scene where the two have a bit of an argument, in which Scrag's wit was the reason of their success, and Super Skrull told him that his strength was the major factor. Then Scrag told Super Skrull that the Master Lord wishes information on the negative zone, and then Rick Jones suddenly woke up finding out that the Metaprobe helmet was used to extract information from him. Then he transformed into Captain Marvel and fought and defeated the two Skrulls, in which the two teleported away where Scrag said, Master Lord will be furious. Then a confused Rick Jones said to Captain Marvel, "We got answers to find, like who this Master Lord is and how we're gonna beat him." Well, that wraps up this week's episode. Be sure to like, subscribe, and support me on Patreon, and see you next time.